seamless.
The advantage of the whip stop is it does stop. It doesn't just until you start pulling more pressure.
Well, I don't even think you can move it up. I just think instead of it coming up.
This is
Hey everybody, it's Bryce with PEAX. I'm here with Jason Belair, our Chief Design Officer, and today we're going to take you through the process that we went through to develop the new PEAX Solitude Teepee. It was a grueling, long, drawn-out process. We had to overcome a lot of challenges, but we're super excited to take you behind the scenes and bring you along the journey of developing this teepee and bringing it to market. The nemesis of traditional style teepees has always been their ability to handle high winds and heavy snow loads. Our design approach heavily focused on innovative and creative ways to solve these two issues.
After 2 years of testing and prototyping, we came up with two patentable solutions. One is the Crosstrek Stabilization, which are taking two of our trekking poles and integrating them inside the teepee to create a cross-member system. The other is the single-point Guyout. And this is where we took two Guyouts and combined them into one, pulling away the wall so that you have greater headroom and livable space on the inside. Combined, these two systems significantly strengthen and support overall teepee structure against high winds and heavy snow loads. The extra benefit to the CTS is it is a hanging system for drying out your wet gear.
Vertical style zippers have always been a source of frustration in typical teepee and pyramid style tents because of the opposing stress that's put on the seam. From the earliest stages of our design process, we wanted to focus on putting the zipper in a panel that eliminated this potential failure point.
Our exploration of various geometric shapes led us down to the decagon style footprint. The decagon shape allows us to have sub-panels. The advantage to this is that there's no stress that goes on the zipper itself in these sub-panels. Working with a stress-free panel, we were able to utilize different styles of zipper doors. The arc style was what seemed to work the best, and the added benefits is that you can unzip at the top for better glassing, and it also aids in better ventilation.
With all the benefits that come from using a single wall shelter, the biggest barrier of entry for most consumers is the fact that these tents are floorless. We wanted to break down that barrier and provide an option for greater adoption in the marketplace for more consumers.
Knowing that by breaking down this barrier, we can enhance the overall backcountry hunter's experience, we set out to create an optional footprint, allowing you to run this shelter with or without a floor. Our design strategy incorporated utilizing lightweight fabrics, integrated hardware, wind blocking methodologies, waterproofness, and stove compatibility.
One of the incredible things about using the footprint system is that when staked out, it matches the perimeter of the teepee, eliminating the need to relocate stakes and allowing for a tighter pitch. When you're not using it with the teepee, you can keep it in your pack and pitch it as a flash tarp during inclement weather situations. Teepees are unique in that they utilize a center support where all the pressure and tension culminates at the very top of the teepee. We knew that this could be the single biggest point of failure in the teepee, and we spent more time prototyping and testing this component than any other part of the teepee until we found the perfect solution.
Knowing that the carbon fiber pole at the center of the teepee creates an enormous amount of stress at the top of the cone, and most construction methodologies are a single stitch line going to the very top. That's a lot of pressure on one area. So we set off to create a never seen before offset construction that allows for the use of 3 different materials layered together to create a system that takes that load and disperses it all the way down to the corners of the decagon style teepee shape.
One of the perceived benefits of a single wall teepee structure is the weight savings due to not having an interior nest system or a tubbed floor. However, in order to gain the headspace that's desired, you often actually have to use more material than a traditional freestanding dome tent. In our quest to build the lightest, most durable teepee on the market, we went through an extensive trial and error process to find the best fabrics available.
This task was quite the undertaking. We looked at Mount Everest style tent structures and the fabrics being used. Then we conducted extensive research utilizing various types of fabrics in real life scenarios, such as polyesters, nylons, and Dyneema. This data drove a number of attempts at building prototypes that failed. So we worked with Dimension Polyant to source the world's lightest and strongest fabrics. We incorporated them into those high stress areas, eliminating any potential failure points. This 20D Silnylon is 13% lighter and 80% stronger than most fabrics that are on the market today.
Intense windstorms cause more failures in teepees than any other naturally occurring weather event on the mountain. And the teepee's ability to withstand those high wind events primarily comes down to the strength of the cording being used to anchor that teepee to the ground.
During our 2 years of development, we found that often when the teepee was out in the field, the cording would fail. At that point, we turned to our partners at Dyneema, looking for a solution that would incorporate Dyneema fibers into the cordage itself. The logical choice was Dyneema because of its high tensile strength being 15 times stronger than steel. Upon incorporating Dyneema into the cordage, we have yet to see a single failure, even when the teepee was subjected to sustained winds of up to 50 miles per hour.
The final stage of our development process focused on ensuring complete protection during wet weather conditions. With each prototype, we experimented with various waterproof coating formulas and tested them while hunting in some of the harshest and wettest conditions we could find.
The results of our testing indicated that in order to build a top-of-the-line product, we would have to look into the silicone to PU coating formula. What we learned is that having a heavier coating doesn't always translate into better waterproofing. Working directly with our fabric suppliers, we were able to perfect the application process, minimizing weight while maximizing protection, and offering up a coating that lasts 3 times longer than industry standards. We're calling this coating STORMSHIELD.
It's been a long time coming, but we can't wait for you to experience the best way to thrive on the mountain in your new PEAX Solitude teepee.